Welcome everyone to the 2020 Photo Club online edition. My name is Mrs. V and I'll be giving some lessons to help you become a better photographer. Last year we ran this club at the school on Tuesday nights after class and it was such a great time. The kids really blossomed as photographers, and at the end of the year we were able to print off their pictures and have them on display during the fun fair. The talent that we displayed was fantastic, and I know that everyone, with a little bit of work, taking as many photos as you want, you'll be able to have the same photos at the end of this club or club year. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it at the fun fair again this year, but it doesn't matter. We're going to have a great time. Each week I will give a lesson on a different way to take a photo. It's called composition. And photographers have been using these same skills, these same ideas for years and years and years, and they can make compelling photographs. It really takes a photo from being a snapshot, that means just grabbing your camera and quickly taking it, to really taking a great photograph, waiting, composing, moving things around, just to take a great picture, really. And that's what I want everyone to do. I love photography, and hopefully this will give you something to do at home or just outside your house for the next couple of weeks. Last year we started our first class doing self-portraits. Now I've decided that this year we're going to do away with that for now, because I don't want to post pictures of kids on this YouTube channel. So if you're taking photos for your assignments, which you will be, I want you to focus on your environment, family members that are a little older, and I will give you some other great ideas for taking photos. So, as I mentioned, each week a lesson will be focused on composition. Composition is just taking a photo and arranging the elements within the photograph. And elements is just another word for the subject matter, whether it's still life like a bowl of apples or a toy, or even an adult or a child. Whatever you're taking a picture of, what's the center of attention is your subject. So each week I will go over a different element, and there will be a slideshow which will show some of my photographs and some famous photographers and some other great examples of what we're trying to capture. Then I will give out an assignment. So it'll be what you should be taking a photo of this week, using the lesson that we went over this week. Then you will email me your number one photo, just one. Your best photo you have, email it to me or text it to me by Saturday evening. I will compile a slideshow of everyone's photo, and like I said, I've never done this before, so I think I'll be able to critique it during the slideshow, but it might just be words on a page. I'll leave that up to my IT guy. And then the next week it will be posted as a separate, week one's slideshow. You can click on it and see your photos as well as everybody else who's in the photo club. You'll get some great ideas. It'll be inspiring. It'll be wonderful to see your pictures on the internet. What else was I going to say? Adults who are watching this with your students, you will be photo assistants whenever it's asked or whenever necessary. So a photo assistant usually doesn't tell the photographer what to do. They might have a suggestion, but sometimes it's best not to say anything, because artists, they can be fickle. So let the students take their own photos however they want. You, however, can take the photos too with your own camera, your own phone, and you can send them in to me, because I would love to see what you're producing too. So remember that. If you feel really strong about what is happening, take your own photo, send it in. I'd love it. And I think your kids would love it too. Okay? So let's just let them do them, and you can do you, and everybody will have a great time. What else do I need to say? maybe we should get to the first lesson. This week's lesson is going to be on perspective. Perspective is the way that you see the world. And usually when it comes to taking a photo, people will have a camera and they'll be watching the scene. People will be running around and playing or whatever is happening. And they'll think, oh, I'm going to take a picture. And you stand where you are, you pull out your camera, your phone, and you take the picture. It's exactly the way you are. You're standing there and you're taking it. We want you to change the perspective in this assignment. We want you to, instead of just taking the photo where you're standing, stand way above and take the picture. Get down really low and take the picture. Get really close and take the picture. You're going to change your perspective, and that is going to change everything. So, I got a great slideshow that I'm now going to show you, and it's going to really drive home this idea of changing perspective to get a better photograph. So, I'll see you after, okay? Great, so everybody had a chance to watch that slideshow, and in that slideshow some great examples of how drastic a change it can be if you just move your position when taking a photograph. Next up is another slideshow that will go over our assignment for this week. So the assignment this week is emoting still life. And what you're going to do is you're going to use your toys, stuffies, Legos, action figures, dolls, whatever you have. You're going to take those, they're going to be the subject of your photo, and you are going to make them seem alive. Give them emotions. The next slideshow is going to have some photos from last year's photo club, and they'll give you a great example of how you can accomplish that with the toys that you have at home. I've thrown in a couple in there of myself, and I believe that we have some professional photographers as well. You'll get some great ideas. So let's go to it. All right, that was our last slideshow, and I think it was a great example of what can be done if you just take a little bit of time and use some of your favorite toys. Last year's photo club, they did a great job, and I hope you found some inspiration there. So it's time for you to think about what toy you're going to use. Take as many photos as you want. You've got almost a full week to keep trying and trying and trying. Have fun with it. Switch out your toys, have them at breakfast, have them at lunch, have them at dinner, and just keep snapping. Now remember, when you go to send me the photos, I only need one. Your most favorite photo, send that one to me via email or by text by Saturday, and it'll be part of the slideshow next week. Remember, when you're taking a photo of a toy, you really need to get down to their perspective. If the toys are on the ground, you need to be belly on the ground taking that photo, okay? You need to show their world through their eyes, like you're the same size as they are. Well, this is week 1. And it was new for me. This is going to be new for you, and I look forward to everybody's photos, so get snapping. I can't wait to see what you produce, and like I said, to the adults in the room, feel free to join the students in this great new adventure. See you next week.